Here in my kitchen today making some cauliflower au gratin, vegan of course. And hopefully the dogs are going to not get all riled up because whenever I chop up broccoli or cauliflower, almost anything, they gather around. And they're particularly big fans of cauliflower. Bugsy's over here licking his chops. So I've taken half a head of cauliflower and done a rough chop on it. Can you hear him? He's like, that's meant for me. Oh, gee, I dropped some. Well, he'll be over soon enough. And here he comes. So that fills up this baking dish, which is going to be covered. The next thing I'm going to do is add some minced garlic. I've minced one medium-sized head, and I'm also going to add about 2 tablespoons of water. And I'm sprinkling it over this because the next thing I'm going to do is add some nutritional yeast. And this is going to be a question of taste. How much you want, really. Yeah, Bugs, go get it. Right here. So I'm sprinkling on what looks like about 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. And I'm going to stir that in. I want to make sure it's evenly coated. This is looking pretty good. Next, I am adding, I don't remember the brand of this cheese, but it was pretty good. It's very creamy. And I'm going to add 3 slices of this vegan cheese. And I will rake them up a little bit. It's here in the bed, right here. They're not finding it. And I'm sure they can smell it, and so they're frustrated. That's Bingo now. He's come down to get in on the action. I'm sorry, buddy. That's as easy as I can make it for you, huh? They're watching me. Nobody saw it fall. That's the key. That's why they all sit at my feet when I cook. She's gonna drop something. I know it. All right. So this is a real nice meal if you've got a hankering for mac and cheese or au gratin potatoes. And you could add some vegan butter to it. I tend not to, only because cauliflower has a lot of moisture in it, and the cheese has oil in it. So I just feel like that's enough. Do I have my grater? I do. This one's Violife, and this is very good. I like it, and I'm going to grate some Parmesan over it. And I am pretty much ready to go. Now it's morning now. I'm putting it in the refrigerator until later on because I've got a really busy day ahead of me. And I will pull it out later on, and I will bake it in the oven. I guess I'm going to set the temperature for about 350, and I will cover it so that it steams, and then halfway through cooking, I'm guessing about 30 minutes or so, I'm going to take the cover off so the top gets nice and crispy. I might even put some gluten-free breadcrumbs on top if I want to get fancy. So this is ready to go into the refrigerator, and then it'll come out and go into the oven, and it's going to be delish. So I'll be back. It really was a busy day, and I didn't even set up the tripod, but what I'm going to do is show you what here, let me hold this out a little. I'll show you what I wound up making. So in addition to my delicious cauliflower and vegan cheese, my husband is having lobster mac and cheese, and we're both having some delicious roasted asparagus with mushrooms. And I'm not going to stop and taste it just yet. I just pulled everything out of the oven. I'm not going to burn my mouth, but I wanted to show you how nice it came out. So it cooked in the oven for about a half hour, 25 minutes with the cover on, and then the rest of the time with the cover off, and you can see how pretty it is. I did wind up putting the gluten-free breadcrumbs on top, and in about 10 minutes I'm going to be ready to dig into it. So the recipe will be on the website, Healthy Food Scientist, and give it a try and enjoy. I felt bad skipping out without saying how good this really was. So here it is, all crispy and soft. Really good, really easy, and definitely worth making. Give it a try. Trying to stop.